Hey Snake Petal Gang, it's Lavender here. I am in grease mode, which is totally fine. I woke up from a nap a little while ago, and that's just what we're doing today. So I figured some of the pick-a-pile options could possibly be the same. Today's reading is about what are people realizing about you. So let's just get right into it. And we'll start with pile number one. This pack of greasy Canadian classics. Can I even do that? I don't know. We'll see if it bans me. Pile number two. This O-ring choker. Goes like this, by the way. You're supposed to wear it like this. Really much cooler. And pile number three. Tangerine for health. For your health. Okay? For your health. So, let's move into pile number one. This greasy pack of CCs. What are people realizing about you right now? So my pile number ones. What are people realizing right now about my pile number ones? Ooh, we have the Hierophant. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Three of Cups. I'm in a silly goofy mood, guys. And we have a Nine of Swords. Okay. So, listen, I feel like people are maybe realizing, so you could be a Taurus here, that could be a thing. You could also be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but not super necessary. People are realizing that possibly you're very committed to your friend group, possibly even committed to uncovering aspects about a past life that you have. But there could be a certain individual in your past that people are starting to realize that you think a lot about still and that you are committed to. Possibly if you've been even exploring new sides of yourself, even trying to date maybe other people and things like that, I think that people are starting to realize that you're still thinking about someone from your past. I feel like you used to celebrate a lot with this person. I feel like you have wishes to reunite with them, but there are still some fears attached to this. Maybe you haven't really reached out to this person at all, and you just kind of have like wishful thinking about maybe even like having a friendship with this person again. But I think like it's pretty slow and steady. But you could also be a Sagittarius, or this could be a Sagittarius here. Even could be a Sagittarius noticing and starting to like come for you about these feelings that you have about this past person. Because I think that someone is starting to notice that even though you're just trying to like renew and step foot into a new connection here, there is still like an essence of lamenting the past. There's this song that I used to listen to when I was lamenting the past. I sometimes still lament the past. I mean, how do you not? And I'll link it. My videos aren't going to be very long today because I have some stuff to do tonight with the new moon. So yeah, like you are definitely trying to heal. You can definitely heal this. I feel like you really keep yourself stuck in these states of mind here, which are unfortunate for you because you're not as stuck as you make it out to be, but it's like you're really committed to thinking about times when things were better. People are starting to notice that you like to do things an old-fashioned way, possibly the same way that your parents did or your grandparents or something like that. That's something that people are noticing about you, aka or realizing about you. People are realizing that you have a strong faith as well. I feel as though you don't let certain things kind of get in the way. You make sure that you keep your faith strong. Let's see, pile one. People are realizing about you that you are trying to keep yourself very balanced, trying to, drink enough water, eat enough this, do enough that, da 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 da. And I mean, I feel like it's working. It's building a very nice foundation for you. People are noticing that you're starting to work on your self-worth. I feel like you just don't ever want to be, oh my gosh. I feel like you just don't ever want to be that person in the past that you once were. I feel that there is this desire to be stronger than before. I feel like you possibly went through some situations that felt kind of embarrassing to you, even maybe where you really overgave within a situation, and now you're like fixing that about yourself, or trying to fix your self-worth possibly with this. I also feel like people are starting to realize that like you will go to bat for the ones you care about. And if you are thinking about a special someone from your past, it's like you don't really care who you have to argue with or fight with about this, because you're like kind of committed, I think, to branching out, giving this new beginning with this individual, having this new beginning with this individual, because I think that this person, you guys have been through many things together, and although this is a difficult path, I just don't really feel like this is the end for this person in your life. For whatever reason, I think that this person is going to be someone in your life here that you just shared such a special bond with them that I don't think that it's just gonna go away that easily, as much as you maybe have wanted it to. And I think you're starting to realize this. And I feel like you could have nightmares, you could dream about this person. I feel like maybe that could have even caused an argument. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into too much detail about that, but if it's hitting, it's hitting. So yeah, with the Healer of Ages here and the Nine of Swords, it's like I feel like you have fears when it comes to reaching out to this person, but you have the capacity to heal the situation. I don't think that you should feel as nervous. I think you should start taking action. You should let your friends help you here when it comes to that situation. And I think that you will have a favorable outcome. So we're going to pull one of these for my pile number ones. Oh, co-creation. Look at this skelly motherfucker. You guys know that I love a good skeleton moment. It's literally my life. Okay, so we're going to read the co-creation. Water. Wow, I look like myself. Water, imbalance, magnetic, electric, cohesive, out of balance, disordered, solitary. In your journey through, this incarnation, you're going to be the one taking every step, making every move, and channeling your brilliance into this world. No one is going to do that for you. You are the one responsible for creating your vision for this life and this world here on Earth. But because you are a human channel of divinity, a child of the universe, you're not doing it alone. All you have to do is reach into the beyond, push past what you see, and feel into what you know. Feel for the most, expansive and activating frequencies of worthiness, pride, power, love, and pleasure. Let them guide you as you take action. These bones will support you in the ever-loving understanding of co-creation. Tap into them as you dream dreams, create visions, and organize your reality. Know that your relationship with co-creation is just as necessary and intricate as the energy fields created by the radius in ulna, in the tibia, and the fibula. Because this card is like about the skeletal system in the body. So, what direction do I currently need? Stop and ask for it. Do I trust that I will be given the signs and steps I need to affect my current situation? How can I prepare in this current moment to follow my guidance when it comes? Is there a part of me that has a hard time trusting? Which part is it? My inner child, inner critic? And what does it have to say? All right. Thank you so much, pile ones. Let's move on to pile two. So, for those of you who chose this O-ring choker, are you guys kinky? Remember I said you wear it like this? People love it. Really hot. 10 out of 10 would recommend to wear it like that. 9 out of 10 dentists say yes. Okay, so let's see. Pile number 2, what are people realizing about you? Ooh, we got Page of Swords. Pile number 2, what are people realizing about you? Seven of Wands. Pile number 2, what are people realizing about you? The Sun card. Pile number 2, the old 10 of Pennies, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, pile number 2, you could be an Aries, you could be a Scorpio, you could be a Leo, you could even be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So, pile number 2, I feel like people are realizing that you might be keeping an eye on a certain someone. Could be a Leo individual, or that a Leo individual is keeping an eye on you. I feel like people are realizing that people like actually do keep an eye on you. You have a lot of kind of like stalkers, like slightly. You have a lot of people that check up on you to see what you're doing. Because they're genuinely kind of obsessed with you. I feel like you have this energy where people are literally so obsessed with your essence, your creativity, what you bring to the table here, your shine, that they like get defensive about it. They even get like, they will press you because they like you so much, because it's easier for them that way, if that makes sense. It's kind of strange. But people are realizing that you are more of an observer. You definitely are the type to sit back and watch a situation unfold and not really play all the cards you have. You definitely play your cards close to your chest, and you don't really let people know exactly what's going on within your life. You like to be the one in control when it comes to things. And pile number 2, you are very intelligent. People are realizing that you're really, really smart. Maybe even more intelligent than they realize. We're bordering on genius here. I feel like people are thinking about you. And even realizing that you maybe don't even use your full capability, but people are noticing that you are having a bit of a hard time. I feel like people are realizing that you go through certain things in your life and maybe don't really speak about them, but they do weigh on you heavy. And although these situations have knocked you down maybe a few pegs, you don't really let on, and it seems like you're holding the higher ground within this space. But I think people are realizing that you do actually have a lot of haters, but so what? Like, honestly, who do the haters think they are? Like, please. It's just insane to me that people think they can be mad at someone else because of how cool I think that person is. Weird. Weird. Just be inspired by it. Okay? But people do see that you are going through a bit of a hard time. But it's not particularly noticeable. I feel like you might have a type of sadness in your eyes that people see when they look in your face, and they can sense that. And I feel like it also makes people attracted to you. People also are realizing that you are very, you bring a sense of joy to people's lives. When you're around, you do light up the place with happiness and excitement, and you have a warm disposition, a sunny disposition. People are noticing how freaking creative you are. People are noticing that you're deciding to look on the bright side of things and not dwell on situations from the past, dwell on things that you cannot change. People are realizing that you're really trying to find your center here. You're trying to be happy. You're trying to make the best of situations if you can. And just because you're having a hard time, you don't bring down the people around you. For the most part, I feel like you don't project. Or maybe that's something that you did in the past, but it's not something that you do now. People are realizing that you actually have a lot of opportunity. You kind of have a little bit like your hand in every pot. You are building some sort of legacy. People are realizing that you have a very bright future ahead of you. People are realizing that you might have more money. You might have more money than you lead on. Or that you just have a very promising future. People are noticing that there's a transformation taking place within your money sector here. There's a transformation taking place within your ability to create monetary gain here within the 3D realm. People are noticing that there is an end to illusion here. I feel like people are noticing that people are realizing about you that you actually are no longer allowing yourself to replay these types of narratives within self that are keeping you stuck and maybe no longer, I don't know, keeping you stuck and not bringing in more money, more wealth for yourself. People also might be realizing that you are a father. Yeah, people are realizing that the reason that you don't show up, so you really value your privacy, pile number 2, and people are realizing it's because of, in the past, how open your heart was and how it's just been trampled on. So now you're more of an observer because you know that it's a lot safer from that distance, and I feel like it took you a long time to get that. People, I think, are realizing about you that you kind of only have a hard time when you choose to not listen to your intuition here. If there are blockages within your connection to source here, you tend to get yourself into trouble. And I think people are realizing that at the end of the day, you kind of do have the right idea for a lot of things. But if you choose not to listen to them, that's when you tend to get yourself in trouble. But people are really realizing just how smart, how capable, and how intelligent you are. And I feel like that makes a lot of people jealous. That makes a lot of people want to copy you as well. There are definitely a lot of people that are trying to copy what you have going on. But it can't be duplicated, baby. It can't be duplicated. So sit down. Every time I see like what I look like, it's kind of cracked me up. So with the attachment card here and the 10 of Pentacles, I feel as though people are starting to realize that you have a very deep attachment and a sort of commitment to building your own legacy, and nothing's really going to knock you off your path. I think a lot of people have tried to do so and they're just not going to, because you're like very capable, very strong here. You were crafting this ability to be able to manifest in the 3D realm and just bring it down from the 5D, you know? It's a little bit of both. So we're going to pull one card for pile number 2 here. For what are people realizing about you? Forgiveness. People are realizing that you are forgiving those around you, forgiving yourself for things that you did not know before, for things that you truly just had to go through the motions of life for. There's things that have happened. I feel like you kind of just generally think back and you probably even laugh at yourself about some of the outrageous situations that you've been through. You're really not using these things to keep yourself in a victim mentality anymore. You are really just deciding to no longer play victim, forgive yourself, kind of take things for what they are and move forward with that. And it's looking very good. It's looking very positive for you, pile number 2. Okay, I'm going to move on to pile number 3 with the Dr. Stephen Brule, for your health, Tangerine. So, pile number 3. What are people realizing about you, pile number 3? Ooh, a few came out. All right. We got 3 of Wands. We got 8 of Cups. We got 10 of Cups. And we got 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, pile number 3. People are realizing that your ships are coming in. You are very emotionally fulfilled here. You are no longer at the mercy of external forces. You are completely in the driver's seat of your life after walking away from certain situations that no longer served you. People are realizing about you that you're very observant of a situation, and you're constantly kind of taking inventory of everything that's going on around you and seeing, does this fit for me? Does this work for me? You don't let yourself get too deep into situations anymore before you decide. It's like you're constantly analyzing. I'm definitely getting AI vibes here, where someone is just going over probabilities and best worst case scenarios at all times, and not even really that, it's just like probabilities of periodic probability analyzation within scenarios and relationships. You know what I mean? Like, just being like, okay, so far this has happened, and how has this worked for me? Okay, well, hasn't really been ideal, and why hasn't it been ideal? Well, I guess if it hasn't, then I guess it's time for me to kind of, do the boot, scoot, and boogie and get out of here. Oh, my Lanta. So that's your song, Boot, Scoot, and Boogie. Why does that always come up? It came up in a Virgo reading like a couple months ago, and I was just like thrown for a loop because it's just a comical song. The boot, scoot, and boogie. Oh, geez. But yeah, your ships are coming in here. You're reaping what you've sown in a very positive aspect. People are starting to realize that, oh my goodness gracious, pile number 3 has so many cool people around them. Pile number 3 has so many people that they love and love them. Pile number 3 is vibing. Pile number 3 is doing what they love constantly. Pile number 3 really doesn't give a rat's ass about what anyone else has going on, because pile number 3 is out there so emotionally fulfilled and happy and just living their life. Because I feel like before you were caught up in all these situations that really made you feel lesser than, or kind of didn't really fill your cup, but now there's a sense of fulfillment within that space. You maybe even could have been driven by monetary gain in the past, and now you're seeking more of like a spiritual refuge and deciding to live your life on a more spiritual path, or not so much focused on the Benjamins. I mean, yeah, you are. Like, you're making investments, definitely. But there are things that are more authentic to you that mean more to you. People are definitely realizing about you that you're moving away from things that have hurt you. Heartbreak within the situation is not something that you're experiencing anymore. Mind you, though, I feel like there's an individual that wants to offer you a new beginning within this space here. I feel like they have had a change of perception, a change of perspective, and they have gone through some sort of initiatory state where they have changed now, and they want to offer a long-term situation. I think that this may come as a freaking shock to you, because it seemed like this person maybe wanted to be alone. Whatever this heartbreak was that was triggering to you, I think they want to come back and offer you a little piece of the pie. You have two options, though. It's like you can, or you can choose not to. I mean, I don't know. We've got Gemini, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Virgo here. Aquarius for signs. But yeah, you are taking what you got, making the best of it. Could also be messages in pile 2 if you were drawn to pile 2. But yeah, you just don't want to be hurt anymore. You're deciding against that. You're deciding to make those moves forward, and do what's right for you, and not allow yourself to be caught up in all the baloney. Angel of Love. Aww. Aw, pile number 3. Oh my gosh, my mic is probably so loud. I'm really sorry. Okay. Oh, I see what happened. This goes here. So we got 3rd chakra, 1st chakra. Okay. Oh, okay. There's still anxiety, though, in regards to possibly a connection with someone. If you have, like, children with someone, that could be something that could be interfering within this connection, or something could be interfering with that connection. I feel like you are walking away possibly from a situation. Like, I feel like there was inventory taken in regards to this situation, because like your ships are coming in within love here. Something that you've been waiting for, I think, for a long time. People are starting to realize that somebody cares for you, and they're coming back for you. Marty McFly style. Sorry, I keep burping. But yeah, people are definitely realizing how much you really love yourself now, which maybe you weren't able to do that anymore. You beat some toxic cycles about self-perception, which you should be really, really proud of. once again, this is balance within a money sector here. I feel like your money is pretty balanced. Like, you do have what you need to survive. But it's not even about that anymore. It's like you just want spiritual peace. You want atonement. But you are possibly going over a situation with an earth sign here. Could be a Virgo. There's a contract coming in. I feel like people are realizing that you are not just going to take anything that walks into your vicinity that looks good and is shiny. You really do go over the details and say, is this going to work for me? Yay or freaking nay. So, oops, there's 3. I'm going to pull one more card for you, pile 3. Supporting. Left foot. Left foot. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood. I keep yelling. Okay. Supporting. Earth, water, air, fire. Rooted, grounded, firm. Out of balance, grasping, repelling, shaky. Shaky. Support is not only manifesting resources in the physical and ethereal realms, but balancing them as well. To do work in the physical plane, you need physical support. To do work in the energetic realm, you need energetic support. To move between the two, you need to trust your connection to both. Amassing support only from resources in the physical realm can create security and comfort, but it can also foster insecure attachment, doubt, and scarcity if there's no higher guidance underlying the very things propping up your life and livelihood. Similarly, eschewing the physical and replacing importance on the energetic support and higher guidance serves to create strength and conviction that you are taken care of by someone beyond yourself, but it can leave you wildly under-resourced for doing your work in the world. I've dealt with that. Seek to balance the two and move between them. Let yourself be supported by what you most need in the moment. One is not holier than the other. You are a human creating security on the physical plane. You are a spiritual being supported by unseen energies. You are wise enough to welcome both. From which realm, physical or etheric, is it most difficult to receive or trust the support that shows up? Where is the easiest? Is it easier to ask for support from God, Spirit, the universe than from someone I know in my everyday life? Why or why not? What support do I need right now? How can I connect to it? What steps do I need to take to ask or to receive? I know this was a very little reading today, but I'd rather get a tiny one out than none at all. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, visit my website, www.snakepetalhealing.com, or if you want to buy some crystals, same freaking thing. So I'll be back tomorrow with another pick a card reading because I am just going full send on these. I'm going to be doing one every single day for the next while because that is just what I'm up to. So thanks so much. Peace, love, and divinity.